this SEO keyword has such high search volume at such little competition. The best part, I didn't find it, AI did. Hey, what's up? It's Andy, and today I'll show you how to use Semrush to find hidden, untapped keywords before anyone else, the AI content tool that optimizes your content to rank #1, and why most creators fail at SEO because they have to fix this one mental shift before anything changes. So by the end of this video, you know how to find winning low competition keywords and try to rank #1 on Google or even SEO on YouTube and other social media platforms. Because I'm partnering with Semrush on this video, I can go in depth, step by step through all its most powerful features. So let's begin. The first and most important thing I need to talk to you about is why do SEO content instead of trending topics? Well, trending topics die fast while SEO content compounds over time, meaning that the graph on this side looks like this. You post and then it dies and you get no views. Then you post again and you get no views, and you post again, and that is the continuation. With SEO content that compounds, it's like you make a solid foundation that can get views a lot of months or years later, and putting more and more on top of each other has a really nice compound effect over time, giving you views for years. So what's important for you to focus on is building content that stacks authority and longevity so you can create that content once, and then you have automated lead gen and monetization for the long term instead of chasing the next wave. This was a huge realization for me that took my business to the next level, especially more passively. Just imagine the trending viral content is a guy that is planting salad and always has to pick, and he only gets a short harvest every year, while the SEO content plants trees that grow for the next 3 years, and after that he can just go out and pick the fruit of his labor. Not only is this for bloggers, but for video creators on YouTube, ranking #1 for a keyword like this has made me $700, and it keeps getting views even after 564 days. So are you ready to build a content strategy that works for you over the long term? Then let's get into step #1, finding a winning SEO keyword. I'm gonna go to Semrush because there is a huge chance that you might pick the wrong keyword that doesn't give you any views. And the main criteria to consider is high search volume, low KD, which is keyword difficulty, and clear search intent, preferably commercial search intent. And how you do that is we're gonna go to semrush.com. So if you're on Semrush, all you gotta do is to sign up. But I highly recommend going through my special link in the description that gives you a 14-day free trial. So click the link in the description and sign up with that instead. And now we're on the inside. So then let's head to step #2, the keyword magic tool. I'm gonna use the keyword magic tool. This tool is for you if you haven't really honed down your niche yet. You are allowed to write just one keyword here, and this will broaden as we go throughout the video. Now, I am an AI, so I'm going to enter the keyword AI to hopefully find a lot more keywords around that. You can also enter your domain here, as well as selecting your language and country, but we're just gonna click on search. Here you can see that we got 1.8 million keywords. We got a total volume, basically search volume, of 72 million volume, which is very good, exactly what we're looking for. But what does the data actually mean? Well, intent can be in 4 different levels. The 4 intents are informational, the user wants to find an answer to a specific question; navigational, the user wants to find a specific page, site, or physical location; commercial, the user wants to investigate brands or services; and transactional, the users want to complete an action or a conversion. As you can imagine, these 2 categories are way more valuable to both you as a traffic driver, as well as to advertisers doing AdSense, or even potential sponsors that you might have in the future. And then we have volume. This is the average number of monthly searches for a keyword over the past 12 months. Next, we have KD, and this is keyword difficulty. The higher it is, the harder it is to rank, or the more competition and the more high quality post there is for this keyword. We also have CPC, which is cost per click, which is the average price in USD advertisers pay for a user's click on an ad triggered by a listed keyword. You can see that this one is a lot higher with Janitor AI. Didn't do much research into that one, but apparently people are buying. Lastly, we have SF, which is SERP features. What that means is, for example, this is a featured snippet, a part of the text that has been pulled out and is actually getting featured on Google search instead of how organic results look like for example this. If this is something that you want to optimize for, there are ways to do that as well with Semrush. Now that you know what this all means, it's time for us to find keywords that we are interested in. And in the beginning, I actually highly recommend picking everything that you have an interest in, as we will select through them more carefully in a next segment. So the criteria to consider is really, do I want to make a video about this? For example, I don't want to make a video about this keyword. So let's just keep going. AI art generator, that's cool. Chat AI, that's cool. Perplexity I like. Wiggle AI I like. AI photo generator. So give me a second, I'll be back. In just a couple of minutes, I was able to find 53 different keywords. And the real reason that this is such a game changer is because you have the keyword, the search volume, as well as the difficulty. It makes it easy to find keywords that I can possibly rank for. But this is just the first stage. What we're gonna do next is to click on send keywords, and then we're gonna send them to the next step, the keyword strategy builder. The reason we're gonna use this is because we turn this big list of 53 keywords into the one. So you can see here in the keyword list here, I have this list of winning ideas that I just added with all the 53 keywords. The reason this is important is because if we're not modeling content that is winning, you're guessing. And guessing doesn't win rankings. And what's important to our success is that we have a high search volume and then low KD. Since I have quite a bit of authority, I could easily rank for things like Luma AI that has a 68 KD. I also could rank for AI Rewriter and many of the keywords that are on here. However, if you're just starting out, I highly recommend going for high search volume with a lot easier KD, like this one, for example, Candy AI. Not sure what it's about, could be pretty sus. So it's all about selecting the keywords that you think that you can rank for based on the information that you see on this screen. We have Janitor AI as well with a ridiculously high search volume, so that should do more research. Joyland AI as well. This Outlier AI seems to be a pretty good fit per chance as well. And there we got 5 selected keywords that are pretty easy to rank for. I'm gonna click on send keywords once again to another keyword list. Click on apply and select a new empty list with a new name, 5 winning keywords. Okay, put them in here, click on move and send keywords. So we now got a list of 5 winning keywords, and now we're gonna dive deep into one of them. So all we need to do is to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 200,000 subscribers on this channel, and it would really help out. And if you're still confused on how to get AI to do work for you, I wanna help you with your specific use case in the AI Mate community in the link in the description. We've been able to turn 3-hour processes down to 15 minutes with AI tools and automation. So if you think that's interesting, take a look in the description. Now let's jump to step number 4. Select your keyword and beat the competition. Out of this list, the one thing that is speaking to me is this janitor AI with 220,000 volume, a really low KD as well. So this is the keyword and I'm just going to click on it. The goal here is not to compete, it's just to outshine. Google rewards the most helpful, complete, and user-loved content. So what's important for us to consider is to have better structure, better visuals with images, tables, and videos, internal linking, more complete answers, and a very clear UX that's easy to go through. So let's take the janitor AI keyword, copy it, and then go to Google to search. After a bit of research, I found out that it's more of an AI roleplay chat that I'm not really that interested in. So let's go back to the winning keywords. Let's take a look at the second keyword, search it into Google, and you can see that it's an AI character generator with a really easy UI. And I know the reason why this is so popular is because it is completely free to use. You don't need to log in to generate anything. We can just click on generate and we are starting to generate 6 different images. I believe this can be very helpful to anyone in AI that wants to generate images. Therefore, this seems like a good keyword. The other indicator that I'm looking for as well is that perchance the actual domain has the top almost 5 spots here, meaning there is not that many people trying to rank for it. This one is trying to rank for it. Additionally, you can see that if we search perchance AI tutorial, we do get some videos popping up. However, they are quite old and the top ranking one is only 2 minutes long. Yeah, we can easily beat that. But let's take a look at this article here to see how it looks like. Let's look at this structure. Let's look at if they actually have all the things that we are considering. And yeah, they're doing a bait and switch SEO strategy here that is trying to promote their own platform instead of just giving value. And basically halfway through the article, they start talking about their own platform and why you should use that instead. Very easy to outcompete. To see if this is actually true, what we can do is we can copy the entire text here that I'm gonna do, and I highly recommend doing that for your top #1 competitor. Then we go to content marketing, we go to SEO writing assistant, and in here we just paste the entire script in here. Then we add the keyword into this keyword box on the right side, and then we click on get recommendations. Now we get a score of a perfect 8.3 out of 10. You can see the readability is the lowest here. You see tone of voice is pretty good, the SEO is pretty good as well. And you can see that you get a list of what you can do to change to make it a little bit better. For example, readability, it seems like this first sentence here is quite hard to read sentence that we can consider rewriting. We can also consider using active voice, replacing 2 complex words, even adding a title that is less than 60 characters to make our content stand out. Even the tone of voice has sometimes very casual sentences, and we can consider removing or replacing filler words. Also, based on my experience here, they do have quite a bit of images, but they're not too helpful for the actual user itself, meaning that if we actually have some output images to make it even nicer, possibly even a video, making sure to link to their exact site, and small optimization tweaks, we can actually get to rank #1. And if you want to double down on AI helping you write this content, I highly recommend checking out the Content Shake AI. This is the SEO writer that Semrush has made to make it easy for you to get a perfect 10 out of 10 every time. So by the end of this step, you should have a perfect article with nice headers, keywords all throughout, and it's ranking a 10 in Semrush. And then we go to the last step, tracking your rankings daily. As you can see on the left side, we have position tracking. And this is by far the most important thing because what you measure gets improved. Without tracking, you're just flying blind, hoping that it will give you traffic. So this helps you with keyword positions, competitor movements, and SERP feature wins. So let's imagine this is your website. Just set up tracking, select a location like United States. You can also add your local map pack and then continue to keywords. This is also the place to add all the keywords that you're trying to rank for, and then we just click on start tracking. Now, after a few minutes of analyzing, you can see that we got that one keyword. Obviously put all your keywords in here, and you can see that the average position was a 9, meaning that is the new game. Tracking your keywords, checking it daily, trying to get it to grow each and every single day is the SEO game that you're now playing. Every time you make a new post and it ranks #1, that is a win, and you should reward yourself for winning the game. All you need to do is focus on these steps: finding winning keywords, selecting the right keyword for you, making that content stand out and outshine the competition, and lastly, tracking those ranks daily. Hopefully you got something out of this. Making SEO content is an incredible opportunity for anyone that wants long-term passive growth, and the tool to use is Semrush. So check out the 14-day free trial in the link in the description down below. Start using all the tools to figure out what to do next. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.